We don't normally come inside, but the quail are hatching. This one here just hatched like half an hour ago. It's hard to notice how small they are, to know how small they are in a video. Like, this is my thumb. They're like the size of the end of my thumb. While they're hatching, you can't open the incubator because the eggs dry out and the membrane inside the eggs will shrink wrap them. It sticks to them and they can't get out the rest of the way. Here's some shells. See how they open? Like a can. They just open around the top. They start making a hole and then they rotate, making a hole the whole way. And some of them, like you see this one, it's trying to get out, but it's either a little bit stuck or it hasn't been able to rotate, so he's still trying to get out of there. And so we need to keep it nice and wet. Oh, here, look at this one. This one is in there. See, it's moving. Just a little bit. Look. So he's been rotating. He's made that crack, that line all the way around. And at some point we'll give just this huge push with back legs, like the first time this bird has ever used those muscles, and we'll just push the top out and come out. So neat. Come on, little bird. You can do it. And there's varying reports on whether having all of their siblings running around knocking into the eggs helps them get out by like helping jostle the shells open, or whether it's harder for them to get out because if an egg rolls, then their position inside the egg might change. They might have trouble going around in that circle and opening it properly. Anyhow, we don't normally come inside, but I thought you might want to see this. Come on, you can do it, little one. You can do it. You can do it. He's in there. Oh, come on. I'm not big on editing these things because I want you to see how long everything takes. But it's hard to tell how long it'll be sitting here. Whether he's going to push out in a minute or whether he's going to rest for half an hour. It looks like he's going for it though. And you can see the celadon eggs on the right, and this one is a normal quail egg. It's just like popcorn popping almost with all the eggs opening. Come on, little one. Come on out. And that pushing with his legs actually helps straighten out the feet. Like the feet inside are curled up, and then when they put their feet against the egg and push, it helps the feet to become flat so they can walk around. If you help one of them out, which, you know, like there's always, you always want to help them to get out. But when you help them out, sometimes their feet don't go right, and you have to give them little orthotics. You have to tape a flat piece of cardboard to the bottom of their feet. Come on, little one. He's definitely not making the crack bigger. He's in there and he's lively. Go over here. This little guy is coming to check us out. Oh, look. Come on. He's pushing. It's like the opposite of how mammals give birth, where the mammal gives this big push and out comes the baby. In this case, it's the baby giving the big push. With most eggs, when you put them in to candle or to incubate, partway through you can pull them out and shine a really bright flashlight through, and you can see what's going on in there, like how big the baby is and what bits have developed. But quail eggs, you can't do that very well. You can't see into them very well. So I don't actually know how many of these eggs are good or how many have a living baby in. Looks like there have been about 10 that have hatched so far. And I'll be able to keep females mostly from this, because quails are another one you can't keep an even sex ratio. If I kept an even number of males and females, the males would kill each other. Oh, here we come. Here we come. Come on, little one. Oh. There's such an urge to just give a little bit of a help. Oh. But of course, if I were to open that, he would just, like, the membrane would close up around him and he would be stuck. There he comes. He's going nice and slow. This morning I looked in and there was one that wasn't even moving and the top just popped off and the bird came out. Just like that. Almost out. We have some friends coming to watch. Maybe they're helping, encouraging. So it's definitely almost out. Quail are the one bird that I have that they just don't have the instincts to incubate and hatch their own babies. They won't sit on a nest. They won't hatch their own. So I need to incubate whenever I want, which is good. And oh, there we go. There, look. Oh, and there he is. Oops. Okay. See if I can block this light. I can't block this light very well. There we go. You can see just how like pathetic it looks, right? It's a pathetic little wet bundle of what looks like a dead animal almost. And then it won't be long and it'll be up and bouncing around like those other ones behind it. Oh, there we go. It's out. It's out. Look at that. And again, just to remind you, this is that big. It's the size of my thumb. And you can get even smaller quail called button quail. These are Coturnix quail. But the button quail are even smaller and people keep them as pets inside their house. My understanding is that quail, these ones, Coturnix, were first domesticated as songbirds. It was interesting because they don't make the kinds of song we think of as songbirds, but they're just like a pleasant background noise. Well, we'll come back a little later maybe. Oh, he's moving his head around. Just kind of sacked out there. Everything's moving. There we go. It'll be a bit drying. We'll let him dry. I'll let you get back to your day.